Hey guys, welcome back to the channel where I cover missing persons, unsolved cases, crime news, and more. The search for 11-year-old Audrii Cunningham is in day 4, as investigators are scavenging Lake Livingston on Sunday, which is today. The statewide Amber Alert went out and reached the public's phones on Thursday when Audrii was last seen around 7 a.m. near her father's home on Lakeside Drive. Investigators stated Audrii was supposed to be dropped off at her bus stop, but she never made it onto the school bus. Authorities did search several locations on Friday and Saturday. They located a backpack believed to belong to Audrii, but have yet to find the 11-year-old. On Saturday afternoon, authorities stated that 42-year-old Don Stephen McDougal was arrested on an unrelated charge. Now, law enforcement did not specify if Audrii was last seen with McDougal and added that there may be multiple persons of interest in this case. Troopers stated a vehicle of interest belongs to McDougal and are offering a $7,000 reward for more information on Audrii's disappearance. And if anyone has information about Audrii's whereabouts, please contact the Polk County Sheriff's Office at 936-327-6810. Again, this is a statewide Amber Alert out of Texas. So I am going to play the press conference from a couple days ago where law enforcement updated everyone on the case of missing Audrii.
This afternoon here at the request of the Polk County Sheriff. Unfortunately, he wasn't able to be at this press conference, but he remains actively engaged in this investigation and helping bring this little girl home. So I want to update the media and the community about what we've got thus far. So around 5:30 p.m. yesterday, the family reported Audrii missing when she didn't get off the bus. Investigators learned that she didn't get on the bus yesterday morning, further prompting concerns. So they reached out to the family reached out to the Polk County Sheriff's Office. Sheriff's Office contacted the Texas Department of Public Safety, and an Amber Alert was issued soon after it was requested yesterday. Investigators are actively speaking with persons of interest in this particular case. They are asking for any information that can help find her. And that information can be submitted by calling the Polk County Sheriff's Office, be submitted through our iWatch Texas app, or if it's an emergency nature, calling 911. At this point, no tip is too small. So if you've got information that you think could be helpful, we're absolutely asking you to help. Investigators also are actively following leads in this case as well. They're also working with Crime Stoppers so that they can try to get an award put together. The FBI is also assisting in this investigation, as they do with several Amber Alerts. Our Texas Rangers are here assisting with the investigation, along with the Polk County Sheriff's Office, San Jacinto County Sheriff's Office. This is really an all-hands-on-deck case.
What led investigators here today?
We're actively following leads. And so that's exactly what we're doing here now. We've got boats that are in the water, and we've also got dogs that are down there as well. Our hope is that with all the equipment that we're bringing in here, that we can bring her home safely.
Who are some of the people of interest?
Right now, we're not getting into that. This is still a very active and fluid investigation, and so investigators are actively involved in getting information that will help bring Audrii home.
Is there a word on the street here that brings you to this place?
What's that?
Have you found physical evidence that this location would bring you here?
At this point, we can say investigators are actively following leads, but we can't go any farther than that at this point. We're trying to protect the integrity of the investigation as most we can. The priority right now is bringing Audrii home.
Is the lead strong enough for you all to be here for several hours? We've seen a dog given some item to sniff, and that dog immediately took off. Can you kind of share what you all have seen here to keep you here for several hours?
Yeah, so there are several different pieces of information that we are looking at. To say how long we're going to be here really is difficult to say at this point. I know that we are going to continue this investigation be here for as long as we need to do until we have exhausted all the leads that we've uncovered here.
Is this the only location you all are actively searching?
This investigation remains ongoing, and so there are a lot of different things at play right now, but I can definitely say investigators are here concentrated in this area following those leads.
So Audrii has not been found?
No.
The initial info said they believe she could be in grave danger. Can you guys kind of explain why that might be the case?
We don't want to go any farther than what we've gone thus far. We want to protect the integrity of that investigation, but that's the reason why we're asking for the public to send information in that they think could be relevant in helping get Audrii home safely to her family.
Obviously, we know you don't want to go into details of the investigation, but the neighbors, folks who have been out here searching since last night, started speculating about someone might have taken her last seen, possibly seen in a vehicle with someone yesterday, 6:30 before that 7 o'clock bus pickup. Is there anything you can say on that matter that's kind of been spreading around the community?
I know there's a lot of information that's out on social media about this. I don't want to speculate. I don't want to go into that. That's the role of our investigators right now, and I can tell you that they all have their heart and soul into bringing Audrii home right now, and I want to protect the efforts that they're doing right now to solve this case.
Are there any persons of interest in custody right now?
No. At this point, we're not. We know we've got active leads that we are following, and certainly a person of interest, but that's as far as we'll go on that.
8 persons or 1 person of interest?
Well, persons of interest.
Did the family give any information as to why the kid didn't get on the bus?
No. And they may have. I'm not aware of that, and so that's. But I can tell you, it was a concern for the family that she did not get on the bus. It was unexpected, and that's the reason why when she didn't get off the bus and investigators learned, family learned that she didn't get on, it increased the concern.
Have you spoken with the father?
Investigators have done that, and they continue to be involved with the family as well.
What I understand about the community is the school specifically, if a student doesn't arrive at school, a notification is sent to the parents. Are you aware if a notification was ever sent to a parent that Audrii never made it to school yesterday?
That would be a question for the school district. I don't want to speculate on what they may have done, but I would definitely reach out to them for information. I got about time for 2 more questions.
I assume the family has been cooperative with the investigation?
Yes. Yeah, the family's been very cooperative. Everybody here, the entire community out here has been nothing but cooperative and helpful. And so I know our prayers collectively are that we bring Audrii home soon.
So that was the initial presser. And since there has been the update, as I stated at the beginning, of a person of interest.
Good afternoon. I appreciate your patience and everybody coming here today. My name is Lieutenant Craig Cummings, CRAIG CUMMINGS, a spokesperson with Texas Department of Public Safety. And today we're here to provide updates on the search for Audrii Cunningham, the 11-year-old who went missing on Thursday. I'm here joined by the Polk County District Attorney Shelley Sitton, as well as members of the Polk County Sheriff's Office, Lieutenant Craig Finnegan. And I also want to make the mention that we have countless investigators and analysts that are out here assisting as well in multiple locations throughout the county and throughout the area looking for Audrii. Sheriff Lyons was not able to be here this afternoon, but I want to reiterate he is actively engaged in marshaling the resources that are needed to bring Audrii home. He did ask me to thank all of the volunteers who have been so helpful during this, all the businesses that have been just nothing but exceptional. The dive teams, you know it's cold out here, all the investigators, the Texas Rangers, the FBI, also the FBI as victim specialists who have been with the family. Also want to thank the District Attorney's Office and EquiSearch as well, who is out here. I could say last night that investigators searched several locations throughout the area looking for Audrii. Unfortunately, they did not find her. That's the reason why the search continues this morning. This investigation is very fluid. However, I can say that we ended up identifying a backpack yesterday at the dam that is consistent with that belonging to a child. And so we are going through those contents right now. to evaluate what's in that. And although I mentioned yesterday, we have persons of interest. Today, I want to announce that we have one main one main person that we are looking at right now as a person of interest, and that is Don Stephen McDougal, 42 of Livingston. He was arrested yesterday for an unrelated aggravated assault charge. In furtherance of this investigation, we're asking for the public to call the Polk County Sheriff's Office or use our iWatch Texas app to report seeing the 2003 Chevrolet Suburban that we put out on X this morning. That is McDougal's vehicle. So anyone that saw that vehicle on Thursday or Friday, we're asking that you call the Polk County Sheriff's Office, use the iWatch Texas app, and report what you saw to investigators. I also want to announce that we are very thankful for the Polk County Crime Stoppers for offering a $7,000 reward for tips leading to the arrest and prosecution of the person responsible for Audrey's disappearance. And these tips can be anonymous. I also want to say that we are hopeful that we can bring Audrey home alive, and that's what we are absolutely working for right now. But based on the evidence that we've got, we understand that foul play is a factor as well. So with that, I open it up for questions.
Lieutenant, why was McDougal taken to the 59 bridge at the Trinity River?
That's part of the ongoing investigation right now. Our investigators remain absolutely committed to finding Audrey, and so I don't want to get into those investigative efforts, but they're absolutely ongoing.
Do you know if the backpack was found in the water or on land?
I'm not sure where it was found. Our investigators are looking through that now, but we do know it was right down there in the dam and it was wet.
You mentioned that you all found it near the dam. About the area by the marina, how closely related is that to the search site over by the Trinity River?
So where we did the press conference yesterday, the bag was found down there by the river there.
Any additional evidence found along the Trinity River at 59 that you might be able to mention?
We're not giving out additional information on that right now. Again, we are looking at this as a criminal investigation as well. And so we have to protect the integrity of that. And again, I want to reiterate, our sincere hope is that we bring Audrey home. So anyone who has information, who has seen that vehicle, the 2003 Chevrolet Suburban, please call investigators and give us your information.
Is McDougal cooperating with you all?
I would say that there are times, but I don't want to get farther into that right now. Our investigators have done a great job in doing what they do best, which is uncovering the facts that leading them to draw conclusions, and that's exactly what they're doing right now.
Do you all have control of that vehicle right now, or is it still out in the wind?
No, we have control of it.
Is McDougal still in custody?
Yes. Yeah, he was arrested last night on the unrelated aggravated assault charge.
And on a more, I guess, personal level, the scale of something like this has to be a tough one for law enforcement, for the community. Talk a little bit about how you all are holding up and how you guys are using this loss to kind of push you forward in this work.
You know, I think that brings up a great point. Everybody is committed. They realize that Audrey was loved by so many folks, and that is the driving force for us to get answers to bring her home. But it certainly resonates through the law enforcement community. Many of us have kids on how this can happen. And so we are working exceptionally hard. Investigators from many agencies that are out here and nonprofits that are out here to bring Audrey home.
Can you shed any light on the timeline between the time that the father was notified that she was not in school and the report was actually made that she was missing?
We can say that about 5:30 on Thursday is when she was reported missing. I don't want to get any further details than that. I want to protect this investigation so that our investigators can do what they do best.
Does it still hold true that she never made it to school or got on the bus?
Right, yeah. she did not make it to school. That was the reason why the father, the family became very concerned when she did not get off the bus.
Sir, it's going to start getting darker in a few more hours. Until what time are you guys going to be actively searching for Audrii?
We were actively searching throughout the night last night, and so I would surmise that if the evidence is driving us that far, the investigators that we've got are dogged. They are absolutely committed to finding Audrii, and so if there's a reason to be out here at night, that's exactly what they're going to be doing.
Were there any other items other than the backpack found?
There were other items that were found, but we're not getting into what those items were. That's all part of the investigative effort that we've got ongoing right now. All right, with that.
You mentioned your investigation is leading to a possible foul play. Can you expand on that a little bit?
I don't want to get any farther than that. That's certainly, we're looking at all factors. And so our primary focus and hope is that we bring Audrii safely home, but we also realize that foul play may be a factor. So we're just considering that in light of the Crime Stoppers reward. So that's where we're at right now.
So here's Audrii again. There's a picture of her. She's been missing since 7 a.m. Thursday, February 15th. It bothers me that the school did not contact the father, because that's who has custody of Audrii, to tell him that his daughter did not come to school. That said, please, if you have any information in this case, investigators are asking that you call their tip line, the Polk County Sheriff's Office, at 936-327-6810. Again, that is 936-327-6810. Beyond the Donald Stephen McDougal being arrested on an unrelated charge, there seems to be a lot of questions in this case, and I am praying and hoping that Audrii is still safe and alive somewhere, and hopefully we'll have a better update very, very soon. Alright guys, that's all I've got for this one. I hope you have a great rest of the day, and most of all, stay safe.